Hey everybody, this is Charlene, and I wanted to record a quick video tonight. I'm at my home in Wisconsin, and I wanted to talk a little bit tonight about choices, freedom, and mindset. So the reason I'm showing you the front of my house is because my husband and I really enjoy do-it-yourself projects. So we bought this house about 4 years ago. And it was built in 1972, so it's an older home. And what are a couple things that you need when you're doing do-it-yourself projects? The first one is money, and the second one is time. So we've taken this house and we've completely renovated it, and we're currently, so we spent a good portion of the day working on our backyard, and I'm going to show you what we're working on here. So this fall, see, as you could tell from the front of our house, most of our house is brick, but the back of the house wasn't. It was kind of rotting away. And so what we did this fall was, it was cedar and it was rotting. And that took a lot of time to do that project, and of course a lot of money. And today we actually started this other project. I'll show you here real quick. We are ripping out this old cement deck that has been quite honestly caving in. It's cracking and caving in. So we did spend a good portion of the day breaking up this concrete, and the reason I'm showing this to you is because, like I said, it takes a lot of time and money when you're renovating a project. So that kind of comes to my topic today of choices and freedom, and have a lot of choices in life. Most of us work a regular job, a regular 9-to-5 job, whether you're in a professional or you're a laborer at a manufacturing facility, maybe you are a janitor. Doesn't matter what you do, but you're kind of tied to that job. So that was your choice. Your choice was to work that job. Because why do we work a job? We work a job because we need money, and we need money to pay our bills. We have rent, we have a mortgage, we have electricity, we need water, we need food, all of those things. So you work to pay for those things. And so that was your choice. So many things have changed now, in the last 10 years. And we've got a lot more choices than we did before. So people are often, asking me, well, how do you earn a living online? Hey, Franz. And why I do it. I do it because, number one, it gives me the money that I need to live, and of course do all these projects around my house. But when you can get out of your 9-to-5, because that controls your time. So now you don't have a lot of choices with what you can do with your time. You have to be at that job every single day. So that eliminates a lot of your choices. When you can have your time freedom back, now you can choose, what are you going to do with your day? Am I going to take my kids to the park? Am I going to destroy my deck? Am I going to lay in my pool today? Of course, I do work a few hours every day at my online marketing business, but it gives me a lot more choices because it allows me to have my time. So the other thing is money. You're working your job, right? So you have money to pay your bills, and hopefully at the end of the day or at the end of the month you have a little bit maybe to take your family out to dinner, or you have a couple drinks on the weekend with your friends or whatever, and you just hope that you have enough money left over at the end of the month. That was my situation. I was living paycheck to paycheck every single week, not always knowing if I was going to be able to pay my mortgage or buy food for my kids. So I went into network marketing. Really, I didn't care for it all that much because it really took me away from my family. So I started to learn about working online. So what did that give me? It gave me the extra money I was looking for, plus I could work it part-time while I was working full-time at my job, which is key because you can't give up your job to start a business. And that's one of the problems when people are trying to start traditional businesses. You can't necessarily do both, work your job and start a business. So I started working online to make, I really wanted to work for myself and make that extra money. But when you earn the extra money, it allows you to make your car payment, pay your mortgage, get groceries, all of those things, but you're not struggling where each penny is necessarily coming from. But because I started doing this while I was working full time, I could pay off a lot of debts, credit card debts. My goal by the end of the year is to have everything paid off except my house. And what does that do for you when you don't have all of these crazy debts hanging over your head? It gives you more choices. So, and a lot of us, you might not want to do it for the money, but do it for the choices. Because if you now have the extra money, what does that tell you? Well, now maybe I can take my family out to dinner more than once a month, or I can take them to a restaurant where they might be able to get a little bit more expensive meal. Those are choices. The choice to go to the grocery store and maybe splurge on a little extra something. My family is starting to get more into organic and more healthy living, and that all costs more. But if I didn't make more, I would still be back, buying and always shopping on sale and getting whatever was cheaper. So hopefully you understand that everything that happens is a choice, as small as what you buy at the grocery store. So when you have additional money coming into your household, not only does it help you pay off your debts, but it helps you make some of the choices that you would prefer to make versus, buying the cruddy white bread, and now I can afford the gluten-free bread because now I have a daughter who needs to be gluten-free. I'm just as an example. But so what online marketing can give you is financial freedom, but more importantly, it can give you time freedom. So time freedom, I got to spend most of the day doing what I enjoy doing, is being outside and ripping stuff up. But in addition to that, a lot of us work jobs, right? So when we get started in doing something else, like affiliate marketing or network marketing, we are still stuck in that job mindset. You are still an employee, and you need to stop acting like an employee, because it doesn't take a ton of money to get started to work online, but you need to treat it like a business, and you are the CEO of your business, and you need to treat it as such. If you want to make CEO money, you need to treat it as CEO, like you are the CEO. So if I owned a traditional business for a lot of years, and I will tell you that I built real estate, and that was $500,000. I had to get inventory, I had to get insurance, I had to get employees, and before I was done, before I even opened my doors, I spent $750,000 to get started. Online marketing, you can get started for $100, $200. That's nothing. However, because it's a business, just like my traditional business, I continually had to spend money on inventory, employees. I always had expenses. Advertising is a big one. So take that over to online marketing, okay? You start a program. There's a lot of great programs out there, and I'll talk to you about the two that I promote. You still have expenses because it's a business. So you have to go into it at the business mindset and expect to have expenses. The biggest expense we have is really advertising. We do maybe solo ads, Facebook ads. You might promote on Instagram or Twitter. Social media is a great place to promote. You can not only do paid advertisements through like Facebook ads or Instagram, but you can also learn how to generate free leads. Free leads might come from Facebook again, YouTube, Facebook Lives, things like that. However, but you cannot go into anything online marketing related and expect to not spend any money. That's just the way it is. Because it's a business, you always have an ongoing expense. So also when you get started, this isn't going to happen in a week for you. It's just not. It's not realistic. The get rich quick stuff out there, it just doesn't exist. People promote it that way, but it doesn't necessarily exist. So when you start a program, you need to dive into the training. Do the training. Do all the training. Do it 3 times. Ask questions. Be engaged. And follow the directions on what they say, but you have to give it a good 60 to 90 days before you might start seeing some really great results. At the beginning, you are laying the groundwork, okay? And it may take you 90 days before you really start to see some success, but once you do, it's going to snowball and it's going to go pretty fast. So again, mindset. You have to get out of the I am an employee 9 to 5 mindset, okay? And you need to think about things a little bit differently and take ownership of what it is that you're doing. So, time freedom, financial freedom, and they all come with mindset, having a positive mindset and thinking about things differently. So, that's really all I have. And I'm going to put some info. Oh, I was going to talk about the couple businesses that I promote. Sorry. So I'm actually promoting 2 businesses, and every business is not good for every businesses I promote. Is called VSN, Viral System Network, and it is there's some training in the background, but it's a one-time pay to get started. Okay, so it's $37.99 to get started, and 50% okay. So sometimes that's right for people. You pay one time, plus, then again, remember, it's still a business. You're still going to have some ongoing advertising expenses unless you know a ton of people and we can start promoting on Facebook and things right away. But it's a one-time, $37.99, and there's tons and tons of training in the back office. Now, the other business I promote is called the Power Lead System. And that, it has a monthly fee, and the reason it has a monthly fee to be an affiliate is because you can earn a residual income. So you can make $400 or $500 residually from doing one thing. So if I do one thing today, it may continue to pay me every month for a long time. That's residual income. And in part of your portfolio, as you work online, you're going to want something that pays you residually, not just instant cash, because we talked about our bills at the beginning. You have to eat every month, you have to put gas in your car, you have to pay your rent, you have to pay, maybe you have a car payment. Those are residual bills. You want a residual income. However, you might not be able to get started with that. Get started where you can. I have lots of new people that have never worked online before and have no idea what to do. So the VSN program is a great choice because it's simple, it's easy, you don't have a lot to really learn online. Power Lead System could be a great option for you. We teach you how to build lead capture pages and set up sales funnels and how to generate leads paid and free. But there again, it's a monthly fee plus, your business expenses. So both are a great option. I'm going to put the information below in the comments. Reach out to me, ask me some questions. I have a YouTube channel. Check out my YouTube channel. I'll put that link below as well. And check out some of my YouTube videos, and you'll learn a little bit more about both of the programs and maybe what my background is. And I'd love to work with you, help you, whatever your goals might be. If you just want to make a little money, maybe you want to quit your job, maybe you want to make 10 grand a month, whatever it is that your goal is, let's talk about that. And look at the beautiful weather here. It's about Well, it's about 7:30 here in Wisconsin, and this is the nicest part of the day. It's not real hot. But I look forward to talking with you all soon, and have yourself a great night.